holidays. Unlike me, who gets to come to work. In short, my neighbors were very, very... See, my neighbors, if I catch them, so they know that on a regular day, I don't work. I work during public holidays. Like, they are fully aware. But I felt like they just wanted to rub it in. Like, oh, you didn't work. We're chilling at home. So I have just two neighbors. The other one a couple, both teachers. So this period, they have been really enjoying. Like, how do they get to enjoy, what's it called now? They enjoyed midterm break back to back. Then the public holiday of Democracy Day. Then they are enjoying public holiday today and tomorrow. And then I have my other neighbor, who is, of course, my landlord and landlady. Landlord isn't around. He's the Muslim. He's at work and duty. Madam, my landlady, is a Christian. But guess what? They are killing ram. As I was driving out like this, they have slaughtered the ram. So I am sure of my Salah ram. The same way I was very sure of it last year. It's the same way. So when they were buying the ram, they told me this morning the ram was doing and all of that. So I'm sure of my ram for today. Alright. But you see the people that wanted to pepper me. Both of them, the two neighbors. You didn't go work. No! I'm going to dance. I'm going to, get a handkerchief, tie wrapper, and I'm going to be dancing in Gepu. I'm going to be dancing, what's this other waist dance now? Can you imagine? Because they're enjoying public holiday. How dare they... In short, I'm not happy for you people. I'm going to be honest. All of you are enjoying public holidays. And I'm here working, talking for development, having ethical, philosophical, and thought-provoking discussions. I'm not happy for you. Don't be deceived. But happy holidays all the same. My name is Denise Eniswalu, one and only of Nigeria Info FM. Yo, what's up? How you doing? How's your mind? How's your body? And how is your soul? Someone says, yo, Didi, how's your mind? How's your body? How's your soul? From Clinton, Mr. Fresh in Port Harcourt. Thank you, Clinton. Victor said, Didi, have mercy on them. I'm not going to have mercy on them. I was going to take this whole thing in good faith and just move on. And then they had to remind me, are you going to work? No! Coming to dance. I don't take public holidays and you're coming to ask me, am I going to work? Anyway, that's on a lighter note. Prioritizing mental health at the workplace is the conversation today on the sunny side. Now, remember, this conversation takes us up until 1. Training series comes up at 1. Thereafter, sunny side continues. Final hour, we would have the series with us. Yesterday was Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, belated Father's Day to all the fathers, all the father figures, all of you who thrive to ensure that your children are protected, provided for. You're not absentee dads, you've been there, you've seen it all with your children. I pray that in the end, you get to reap the fruit of your labor, but most importantly, the blessings of God upon you. So last week, Monday, Pastor Wisdom did share some gift ideas or surprise ideas for fathers. I don't know how many of you took those tips and ran with it, but today it's going to be here again, and it's going to still talk about something related to fathers. Who is doing me like this? You people are not nice. Which one is how is work today? Work is fine. I see you, all of you rubbing it in. I see you. My God will judge you. So yeah, prioritizing mental health at the workplace. I came across an article this morning. It was centered around a post that went viral some years ago. Something about this post is not what a lot of people are opportuned to experience. No. She had a mental health breakdown and had to ask for some days off so she can get back to work better. I'm talking about Mandolin Packer. After she asked for a mental health day, a screenshot of her boss response went viral. And everybody was saying this is what leadership should look like 100%. So this is her mail. Hey team, I'm taking today and tomorrow to focus on my mental health. Hopefully I'll be back next week refreshed and back to 100%. Thanks, Mandolin. She wanted to take a couple of days off work. She didn't have a flu, nor did she have plans to be on a beach somewhere sipping mojitos under a palm tree. No. Packer is a web developer from Michigan. She wanted a few days away from work to focus on her mental health. She lives with depression, and she says staying on top of her mental health is absolutely crucial. The bottom line is that mental health is health. She says over email, my depression stops me from being productive at my job the same way a broken hand will slow me down since I wouldn't be able to type very well. So she sent her mail to her colleagues, telling them the honest reason why she was taking the time off. She's not sick. Her mother is not sick. Nobody is sick. Hopefully, she wrote to them, I'll be back next week refreshed and back to 100%. Now, soon after the message was sent, the CEO of Packer's company wrote back, hey Mandolin, I just wanted to personally thank you for sending emails like this. Every time you do, I use it as a reminder of the importance of using sick days for mental health. I can't believe this is not standard practice at all organizations. You're an example to us all and help cut through the stigma so we all can bring our whole selves to work. So she posted it. When the CEO responds to your out of the office email about taking sick leave for mental health and reaffirms your decision 100%. Now, like I said, that tweet was published a long time ago, 2017, and it went viral, amassing 45,000 likes and 16,000 retweets. It's nice to see some warm, fuzzy feelings pass around the internet for once. How many times do people resonate with mental health as a health issue that deserves as much attention as when people go down with malaria? Or let me say it the way we say it in Nigeria. Whenever someone is down with malaria, we say malaria and typhoid. Do we deal with it the same way we deal with issues of emergencies around the workplace? Someone is so sick and the person requires surgery. Or if a staff member comes to you and says, hey, I'm mentally exhausted. I think mentally I am not okay. You shove them aside and you say, please, get serious. In this bustling world of modern work, where expectations continually escalate, I'm sure this year a lot of companies have come up and they had a meeting, the first meeting for the month. For the year, rather. They've had quarterly meetings. They have meetings twice in a year. Or they have meetings every month. They are usually expectations. And one innocuous question resonates with an ironic complexity. How are you today? The common workplace greetings sometimes conceals a deeper truth. Employees mainly respond with a customary, I'm fine, I'm doing okay, I'm good, not too bad, oh well, even when they may be grappling with significant mental health challenges. The workplace often perpetuates a culture where personal struggles are expected to be left at the door and vulnerability can be viewed as a liability. But the truth of the matter is, even the professionals have seen firsthand how individuals navigate this delicate terrain. They've also witnessed the commendable efforts of some organizations striving to foster balance and nurturing work environments. Now, I'm asking 2 questions today on the sunny side. You work in an organization. Does your organization consider mental health a big issue, possible of affecting staff members' productivity? Can you actually walk up to your boss or your line manager or HR and tell them, hey, I won't be able to be at work today. I might not be able to be at work tomorrow. And they ask you, why? And you say, it's mental health related. Do they grant you permission, or they tell you, please get over it, I beg? There's a standard practice for every organization. There are times when your illness lasts for too long and you may be asked to send in a medical report stating exactly what was wrong with you during that period, so that it can be registered that this person was away on some sick leave, as it were, so that you get your due pay irrespective, right? Can you actually bring in that report and say the reason why it was not well was mental health related? Question number 2, how best can employers and employees promote mental well-being at the workplace? Let's talk. 0817 923 0002. Again, 0817 923 0002. We also have 0817 923 0003. That is 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number for your WhatsApp and Telegram messages is 0809 0306416. Again, 0809 0306416. We're live on X at Nigeria Info page is our X handle, and our Facebook page is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you and welcome. Go ahead. The network providers also go on public holidays. I'd like to know. Okay, if that number or those numbers earlier advertised didn't go through, or not going through, are not connecting, or will not serve their purpose for today, we may try 0817 923 0009. Again, 0817 923 0009. Once again, 0817 923 0009. Okay. WhatsApp and Telegram number once again, 0809 0306416. Call screen and stand by to take your calls first before passing you on to me in the studio. So like I always say, when you do call, the first voice you will hear will not be my voice, but that of the call screener. Prioritizing mental health in the workplace is the conversation we're having. Can you boldly tell your boss or wherever you report to, if you need to be absent from work, that the reason you're going to be absent from work is mental health related? And not be scared that you would be stigmatized. Or is this only possible in other climes? Not in Nigeria. Nigeria, we're meant to toughen up. You know. I'm sorry I'm going to bring back this story, but you remember the lady, the banker who committed suicide, and she did it in the bank premises. I think it was in the restroom, and she left a note stating that yes, she indeed took her life. She was battling with targets. She was battling with the economy. She was battling with a whole lot. And, you know, the best thing she could do was possibly leave this world. Yeah, she's no more today. But you think her organization or her colleagues noticed something off about her and gave her days off to go and fix herself? Do you think that would have helped in a way? Or is the workplace only profit, targets, goals, ROI? Right from what you say, Denise, I once worked in an organization where the moment you indicate that you want a mental health leave, you are automatically fired. This is because they assume you will be running mad soon. Secondly, organizations should have shifts to ease the stress from staff members. You're not joking, Brightner. You'll be fired because... Why do people think mental health issues are usually related to madness? Like the person is... There's something called mental exhaustion. And I had felt it at some point. Yes. You're okay. You're not sick. But you see, mentally, you know that you're experiencing a burnout. You are exhausted. You just want to stop thinking about anything intellectual and anything work related. You just want your brain to just pause on calculations, pause on conversations you're supposed to be having with this client and the other client, pause on targets you have been given. You just want to enter another space mentally and not have to think about work. So yes, you can be mentally exhausted, right? The same way you can be physically tired. So how is that supposed to translate to madness, really? And as from what he says, first of all, Nigerians see people with mental health issues as those that are mad already and roaming on the street. Imagine you walk up to your boss and tell him that you're suffering from mental health because you recently call it quits in your relationship. My sister, your sack letter, the way that we type it first. In other clans, you can call emergency to come and carry your animal that is injured. Try that here. The emergency team, when they arrive, they will insult you for wasting their fuel. We are not ready. Again, 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. We also have 0817-923-0009. If you're just joining us, still the sunny side right here on your number one station for Talk 92.3 Nigerian for FM, and we're talking prioritizing mental health at the workplace. I did talk about a lady who was bold enough to send an email to her colleagues stating that she needed some days off work, and it was solely to fix her mental health. And she was going to be back the next week, refreshed and 100%. And her boss replied her mail commending her for that, saying that she was an example to others. All right? And that post went viral, had a lot of retweets, had a lot of likes. People were praising the boss and all of that. Can that happen here in Nigeria? Can you tell your organization, your oga, your madam that, see, what is doing you is mental health problem? Chiwendu, how are you doing today? Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Your voice is very low. Could you please be audible?
Okay, I'm trying to call you.
Chiwendu, you're welcome.
Okay, this mental health issue is very important. I don't know why everybody plays working and ask for mental issues for getting mad off if it's not you. But what is it's very important to people when they talk about mental because it works a lot and it's most of the work in the body. So if someone asks for a leave because of his or her mental issue, he or she should be allowed to get a rest.
But do you currently work? Is this something that is practicable? Is this something that is practiced in your organization?
Well, while I was working, that was I think that was about a year ago. Someone, not myself, someone in my workplace for a mental issue leave. So a boss was like, for mental issues, right? So you're very okay. And I didn't think that she even allowed the guy to do for these mental health issues.
I don't know what's happening with the network. I'm sincerely sorry for that. We can explore the options, okay? We can explore WhatsApp. Yeah, I can do with your WhatsApp messages this time. You can send a voice note on WhatsApp as well. Not more than 1 minute, that's 60 seconds. And I'll find a way to listen to it, because seems the phone lines are fine, but at the same time, the phone lines is doing maybe perhaps. Like I said, it's very possible that the telco, the service providers on public holiday, public holidays as well. So back to what I was saying. In this bustling world of modern work, there are expectations. The expectations from me as an employee. I'm supposed to deliver maximum, right? But then, when asked, how are you? Probably you greet your boss in the morning as you walk into the office. Your boss goes, how are you? As much as you want to say you're fine, you're okay, everything is okay, are you really fine? Can you open up to them and not face stigma? Is this something that they can understand? Employees, employers. Now, for some organizations like Packers organization, for instance, if you're going to be away, you would have to send a mail. So, other members of the organization are clearly going to see your mail and whatever is stated in the mail. Alright, that's standard. They're going to see it. How truthful can you be? Okay, let's imagine that management understands and they give you days off, or a day off, or a week off. Do you expect your colleagues to understand as well? Why? Do you expect them not to make fun of you behind you? Some way she will take leave, say mental health something. So she know they run mad like this. She says she never colo. And when you come back, are they going to start looking at you differently? Are you going to observe them doing something that she's back? Everybody. So, is she okay? Is she okay? Is she feeling better now? Let's not come and bite somebody. Are you expecting that? Beyond that, is also this particular one that is very, very common these days. So people's workspace, the toxicity in there, it is toxic. So much so that there is this apprehension. There's this fear, there's this anxiety when it's a new day and your alarm rings and you're supposed to show up at work. Because you're going to meet colleagues who will bully you, who will make you feel less of yourself, who will make you have inferiority complex. You're going to probably deal with a very terrible boss who will yell and shout at you and trample or talk trash of all your efforts. That alone adds to your mental health problems. So, do you have nice colleagues that make you want to even show up at work? Let's assume you didn't want to go to work today. By the time you remember that, you're going to see John. Because John creates that peace around the workspace that doesn't make you feel, you're not panting, your heart is not pumping faster than it usually would. Can you be guaranteed a safe space at the workplace? Now, the workspace is not supposed to be some therapy session. No, don't get me wrong. He's not supposed to be a shrink. I mean, your colleagues are not supposed to be your shrink. However, what is the possibility? Or how high is the possibility that your workspace is adding to your mental health issues? And that's why the second question, how best... Odinaka Wayike says, Denise, if your employer hears such words from you, they will sack you immediately without benefits. Different happens in other parts of the world. Hence, we see it as madness. You also see it as madness. Cliff Austin Rodriguez says, the moment you ask for sick leave twice in a year, you definitely get a warning letter from HR, more or less talking about mental health. The person in question will get dismissal letter immediately. Such things are not applicable here in Nigeria. That's what I want to say is, Denise, believe me, that boss replied that way to that staff because some chemistry has taken place before. No say Nigerian boss will applaud you. Brightener from Woji. Just a few seconds, please.
Different ideologies
and different perspectives.
Share your views on the sunny side.
92.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Let's talk.
Welcome back once again. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Again, the WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809-030-6416. Sogi Fubara from Oshaka says, mental health is something that needs to be well understood by a lot of people. Most people don't understand it. Recently, I followed up on some people on YouTube who talked about OCD and how people can overcome some certain kinds of compulsion. And you can imagine what people go through in this world. Some people are dealing with anxiety. They're scared of germs. They check doors. Some keep washing their hands. You may be wondering what could be the reason. So we need mental health experts to help talk about it in the society. Some people you see running the streets with a mental health challenge may have shown early signs, but they could be blamed or be laughed at, or they would say they have spiritual problem. If we know much, we may act differently. Yes, indeed. If we know much, we may act differently. If we want to look at what statistics say from the different climes, for instance, in Europe, mental health issues in the European workforce are a growing concern. Maybe that's why this particular boss acted the way he did. Anxiety and depression affect a significant portion of the world's population, highlighting their prevalence in the workplace. It is said that 1 in 6 adults in the Europe experiences mental health issues, including anxiety and depression, according to data. There is burnout recognition. There is the impact on productivity. So why are we not talking about promoting mental well-being at the workplace? We'll come back to this after the commercial break. Stay tuned.